Hello folks, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, whatever the case may be. My new cover minder. I told her I've claimed this for my cover minder. She's like, that's okay. I don't mind. So it is pretty late at night. It is 11 o'clock at night, Tuesday, May 6th. So tomorrow is May 7th. May 7th was my mother's birthday, and May 7th is Ramie's birthday. Yay! Happy birthday, Ramie! From Diamond Painting with Coco. So, I'm going to quickly do today's, even though it's almost over. May 6th. Yeah. You are proud, persevering, conscientious, and sometimes stubborn. You are constantly striving to elevate yourself socially and intellectually. You have a tendency toward pessimism that with continued unhappiness or failure may cause you to become bitter and caustic. You are usually kind and tender. So if today's your birthday, happy birthday. So I have been doing a lot of cross stitch lately. Lots of cross stitch. And yeah, see, I got the head done, got the front, the chest and the front legs done, and I've been working on the body today. So it's gradually coming along. There's my cartoon kitty. Yeah, he's so cute and pretty. Yeah, I'm having a great time working on it, but I decided I really have not done a diamond paint. I haven't worked on a diamond painting in a few days. So I pulled this one out, which was very easy because it was just sitting right there. I just have it draped over the drills for it. So I'm going to move my coffee so it's not in the way. So yeah, so for those of you who saw my live stream on Sunday, know that I didn't do a live stream on Saturday because Saturday Wolfie's belongings arrived half an hour after I would have started my live stream. That plus I slept in a little bit. And yeah, so then I did my, so we got that dealt with. Did my live stream on Sunday, and then I think after my live stream was Lorna's, and then after Lorna's I think we went to Joan's. Yeah, so Lorna from Lorna's channel, and then Joan from Joan's Junk Journaling. I'm terrible with names, but yeah, I think that's, yeah. Yeah, so Sunday was busy. Saturday was busy. Sunday was busy. Then but yesterday was Monday. Monday I went to my dad's to do laundry while Wolfie stayed here, and she did dishes and worked on the lawn. And then and yeah, I did two loads of laundry, and then came home, and when I got home, Wolfie was outside working on the lawn, and she had it almost all done. So then she brought the clean laundry in while I finished the last little patch of lawn. And then I went and I put the weed eater away, and as I was coming inside, I banged the toenail on my big toe on my right foot very badly. She had to get the first aid kit from the bathroom, and she helped clean it up and bandage it, and yeah, I'm not looking forward to dealing with it. But yeah, once it was bandaged, it was better. I was doing a lot better. As long as it's bandaged, it'll be okay. But I know I'm gonna have to take the bandage off and deal with it. But anyways, yeah, so sat down and I started venting. I was not happy with how things went when I was at my dad's earlier yesterday. Because my bonus mom is avoiding me. Quite certain she's avoiding me. And she's been doing it for a while. Like, I go over there to do laundry or whatever, and she makes herself scarce. She takes the dog for a walk, or she goes into the spare room and she's on her laptop, or she's in the backyard doing something back there. And yesterday while I was there, my dad was using the riding mower and she was using the lawn mower, and I was sitting on the front porch working on my cross stitch. Yeah, I took my cartoon cat with me to work on. And when I got there, like, there was no sign of my bonus mom or Chevy. And it turns out it was because they were both in the backyard. Now, Chevy, for those of you who have been around for a while, know that he is their black lab. And he's a big boy. He's young. He's still young. He's only like 4 or 5 years old. So he's still pretty young in dog years. But he's got a torn ligament. And he's a big chunky boy because they feed him way too much people food. Way too much people food. And he's gotten worse. Yeah, they now have to use a blanket to help lift his hips so that he can go up and down a ramp. They actually have they bought a special ramp that they hook that goes over the stairs. And then they help him up and down the stairs using up and down the ramp using this blanket. But yeah, no more long walks, no more running and chasing the ball. Poor guy. Yeah. He spends most of his time just laying there watching the world go by now, which is unfortunate. Because he used to be so active. But it's all that people food. It's all that food that they just kept feeding him. Because they spoil him rotten. Because, well, she's never had a pet dog. And my dad has always had cats. And he's had a few dogs in his life. But they were small dogs. Small and medium sized dogs. So, yeah, it's been, and they can't afford surgery. Yeah, they can't afford surgery. And my dad was also talking about how I should, when Wolfie starts getting money, that I should take some of that, we should take some of that money and fix up my van and get it roadworthy. Because he's going to be soon going to be parking the truck until they can afford to until they've saved up enough money to be able to afford to get it fixed, because it needs work. Yeah, which means I won't be able to borrow it. I won't be able to use the truck when they go camping, because they're still planning on going camping. They got the motorhome all fixed up and ready to go for the summer. And yeah, they're gonna be going camping. And they're gonna be gone for like weeks at a time. And they're most likely going to be taking her car with them so that they can keep the motorhome parked at a campsite, and then when they need to go into town, they just hop in the car and away they go. Which means the truck will be left behind, and yeah, knowing them, they're going to take the keys to the truck with them so that I can't just borrow the truck whenever I want. And it's like, well, all right. It's going to make things very difficult for me and for Wolfie. I know they've been helping me out a lot this past year, immensely, helped out immensely. And not so much since Wolfie arrived. And I understand they have limited funds themselves. There's only so much that they can do. And my dad keeps lecturing me about that. And about what's Wolfie gonna do with her life. And yeah, my dad actually outright said that I'm not teaching her anything. It's like, seriously? How would he know? He's not here. Like, oh, I was venting to Wolfie. Like, I was so pissed off and upset with how things went. Like, I really don't like going to their place anymore because of how I'm being treated. And like, I'm not being a freeloader. I'm trying not to like ask them too often for help. And then it's like, he turns around and he's like, well, when are you guys going to come over and visit? Why should we come over to try and visit when you guys are like the best, like you're always busy? And the last time the two of us were over there, it would have been nice to have visited with them while we were there doing laundry. But, like, my bonus mom acts like we're not even, like, she ignores us. And, like, my dad is they're always busy with stuff. And it's like the only time to really visit them is in the evenings when they're winding down from their busy day. And then they just sit there and they sit in front of the TV. The TV is on. They've got a program going on the TV, and they're both on their tablets. It's like kind of difficult to socialize and visit with them when they're doing that kind of stuff. And yet my dad is like, oh no, we can't have Wolfie come and stay with us because she'll just stay in her room the whole time and sleep in the mornings. And seriously? I can't. Once I've got my own vehicle up and running and insured and all that stuff, like, I really don't know. They have, like, yes, I've said before, they have been an immense help, but, now I'm being treated like I don't even exist. Or I'm a freeloader. And it's like, well, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. They were so eager, to help me last year. They gave me a time frame of, like, they wanted me to save up money until September, find a place for September, and then they, like, I didn't even get a chance to really save much, because then it's like, oh, well, you owe so much for your phone, so just pay it off, don't worry about it, just pay it off, and you can continue saving. Okay, not a problem. Budget so that you got so much money a month going towards saving for a camper or whatever, and this and that, and like give yourself like $100 a month to spend on whatever. And it's like, okay, great. So that's what I was doing. And then the next thing I know, I'm getting they're giving me grief for spending money on myself from that $100 that, like, and I wasn't even giving myself $100 a month to spend on myself. I bought myself that little table, and next thing I know, like, they're giving me grief. You should be saving that money. It's just constant contradictions between the two of them in everything, and it's just can't keep up with it. It's very stressful, and one of the reasons why I ended up calling 911 that one day last year. It was just too much. And yeah, yesterday when I was at one point, like, I was sitting out on the front porch working on my cartoon cat. I got up, went inside to use the bathroom. Came out of the bathroom and noticed that she was out on the back deck. So I decided to go out there and sit down and maybe chat for a bit. I sit down, and my dad, he's out on the riding mower, and I'm like, yeah, that riding mower is quite the godsend. And she gets up, and as she's walking into the house, she's like, yeah, for lazy people. And I'm like, I'm stunned. Because, like, if she thinks it's only for lazy people, why do they have one? What, is she implying that my dad's lazy? Is she implying that people with physical disabilities are lazy? Is she implying that people with lawn care businesses are lazy because they have riding mowers? Like, yeah, but like, she walked away. Walked into the house. She had Chevy go in with her. Even though he could have just stayed there. He was perfectly fine staying right there, laying beside me, laying on the floor nearby. But yeah, she went into the house, and I continued to sit out there for a few minutes. And it's like, well, it's obvious she's not going to be coming back outside because I'm out here. So I went back out to the front porch and continued working on my cross stitch. Yeah, and it's like, well, like, yeah, I don't know. I do not know. And also, at one point yesterday, like, my dad told me, like, when we first got to his place yesterday, he's like, yeah, I'm going to be using the riding mower to cut the lawn. And it's like, yeah, not a problem. And he's like, well, can you help out with moving? There's some chairs out on the lawn and whatnot. And he's like, well, yeah, can you help out with moving them? I was like, yeah, sure, not a problem. And he's like, yeah, there's coffee ready to be made in the coffee maker. You just got to turn it on. It's like, awesome. So I turned on the coffee, and after a couple of minutes, I went in to get myself a cup of coffee. And speaking of, here's a sip. So yeah, so I go in, I grab a banana, and there's a bowl next to the stove that's got, like, there's 4 bananas, and then there's a clear plastic bag with 2 tomatoes in it, 2 really big tomatoes. And so I'm standing at the sink eating this banana, and then I see my dad. He's out the kitchen window, and he's at the tent getting ready to pull the lawnmower out. And I open up the window and I holler out to him and tell him that the 2 tomatoes have mold on them. They got little spots of mold here and there, and he's like, oh, great. So, and then he's like, well, since it's so close to lunchtime, why don't you cut off the bad parts of the tomatoes and slice them up and make some sandwiches for the 3 of us. I'm like, sure, not a problem. And then he calls out to my bonus mom and asks if she would like me to make her a sandwich, and she said no, she was fine. She wasn't hungry. Okay, fine. So I actually asked him if he could come in and help. And he's like, yeah, I'll come in and help. And so I sliced up the tomato. I sliced up one of the tomatoes for sandwiches. And there was only enough bread for like 1 sandwich each, and she would have ended up with a bagel, but she was like, no, I'm good. So we each, he came in, we each had a sandwich, and then went outside. He started up the lawnmower. I went out and I started moving the furniture, the lawn chairs around for him. And yeah, I had got my 2 loads of laundry done like real quick, because as soon as the wash machine was done, I switched it over, the first load, and then the second load, as soon as the dryer was done with the first load, I threw the second load in. And it was all done like lickety split. And as soon as it was done, like, actually there was still 10 minutes left on the dryer with the second load, and I'm like, well, screw that. I don't want to stay any longer. So I just threw it in the bag and said, yeah, I'm ready to go. Hopped into the truck. Came back here, and that's when he started lecturing me. He likes to lecture me as soon as I'm like in the truck, and usually like right here. And he's like, well, what's she gonna do with her life once you're not around? Because you're not gonna be around forever. And I'm like, well, I don't know. Because yeah, he still wants, like, he wants me to save money. Like, he wants me to put money aside. I'm like, well, I can't afford to put money aside. Like, every cent that I have right now is going towards feeding Wolfie and I. Because we have, like, we just don't have enough right now. Because trying to feed 2 people on a limited amount of money, that's barely enough to feed 1 person. It's a good thing that I have got a little bit of food stockpiled, and then there was the turkey from Christmas, or else we'd be completely out of food right by now. But it's just like, anyways, yeah, he wants me to put money into the van to get it running, even if it's just for like 3 months, so that I've got my own transportation. Okay, that's great. I can do that, yeah. And then he wants me to put money away to go towards, like, try and save up money to get a better vehicle. Okay, yeah, I can try to do that, but I'm pretty sure every cent that I put aside is going to end up going towards keeping the van on the road, because it needs work. And it's going to continue needing work as long as it's being driven. Because it's like that with any vehicle. And like, I actually would prefer getting a bike for Wolfie and a bike trailer to pull behind my bike, And then we can use that, the bikes for transportation for around town here. Good exercise, gets us out of the house and not having to ask him for help with anything in town, like in town related. And whenever he goes to the town next door, we can go with him to do shopping, like major shopping there. And by doing that, then I'm not having to pay insurance or gas every month on a vehicle that is being used for storage, because I'd also like be transporting all of this stuff in the van around with me because it's storage. It's for storage. We don't have any other place to store this stuff that's safe enough that it's not going to get damaged. Because of like moisture and stuff. So yeah. Yeah, I'm not in the happiest of moods. I spent the better part of today sleeping because it's my depression, and that's something else too. Like we don't have enough, like we barely have enough antidepressants to get us till next payday. And like I can't get more antidepressants in my name because I'm only allowed a set amount, of course, and she's got a prescription waiting to get filled, but we can't, like, and it's covered under medical, but she has to be on disability before medical it will be covered. So we're waiting. We've got the paperwork done. We're just waiting for it to get processed and all that stuff. So tomorrow she is going to be phoning to see what the progress is on her file, and we're going to push the fact that she needs her meds, because she does. I do too. And yeah. She needs her meds. I need my meds. Neither of us, like, I can't be without my meds. Like, I'm supposed to take 1.5 pills a day. I took one today. And that was another reason why I spent the better part of the day sleeping. It's because I need to take 1.5. Because one is not quite enough, but I can kind of handle just one, just taking one. As long as as long as there's no stress happening, I can handle only taking one and not 1.5. She's cut down to taking half a day. And thankfully she's got people in her life that are like positive for her. And thankfully I have you guys that are positive for me. And I missed a Z, so I'm going to grab that right now. But there are times when, like, I just don't want to deal with it. But earlier today I was up and I was doing really, really good because I was watching 2 live streams at the same time. Lorna was live streaming, and she had the musical Kill Shot on her live stream, and at the same time Lola was live streaming. Okay, I did say Lorna was live streaming with the musical Kill Shot, and Lola was live streaming. Her cat had a couple of kittens, and I was watching both, and then Lorna started sharing Lola's live stream on her channel, and then Wolfie came into the kitchen and she was making sandwiches, turkey sandwiches for the two of us, and we were talking. And the next thing I know, Lorna's live stream ended. So sorry about that, Lorna. But yeah, I was a little distracted with Wolfie. And then the next thing I know, I'm like sitting there watching Lola's live stream with their kitty cats and the kittens and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden it started glitching. And yeah, so I don't know if it was at the end of the live stream or what was going on. I just know it was glitching, so I ended it. I exited, I left. And then just a few minutes later, it's like, okay, I need sleep. So I went back to bed. And then I slept for the better part of the day. Yeah, for the better part of the rest of the day anyways. And yeah, this place this place looks like a hoarder lives here. Excuse me, because we still have to deal with the laundry. The dirty laundry. So yeah, the next time I go to get laundry done at my dad's, Wolfie's gonna come with me so that I at least have her to converse with while there. And yeah. Sorry, my coffee is starting to get cold. Oh dear. Not good when my coffee starts going cold. I don't like it cold. But yeah, we got that big turkey. No, it's actually not. It wasn't actually that big of a turkey. It fit in my slow cooker like perfectly. I didn't add anything special to it at all. I just stuck the turkey in there. I stuck the neck. I tucked the neck in there as well. Put the lid on, and I turned it on high for 4 hours. And then I went to sleep. I slept for several hours. Yeah, several hours. After I woke up, Wolfie's like, oh, is the turkey done yet? And I'm like, oh, it most likely is, because I only put it on for 4 hours. And she goes and she checks, and she's like, well, yeah, it's unwarm. I'm like, yeah, it's most likely all done. And oh my God, so juicy. Like, it was so well done that the meat's like pretty much falling off the bone. And yeah. She's like, I'll take a leg and a wing. I'm like, yeah. She ate her whole, she ate a whole leg and wing. I had most of my leg, and I had the neck. And then afterwards, cut it up. Just, yeah, broke the bones, cut the bones, all that stuff. Broke it up into chunks, and don't have many containers, so filled 2 containers with turkey, and then 3 Ziploc baggies. Stuck the 3 Ziploc baggies in the freezer. Yeah, stuck them in the freezer, and then Wolfie ended up taking the Ziploc baggies out of the freezer today, so they were not in the freezer for very long. We are now out of bread. We are also, I think we're also out of jam. Because, yeah, she was having PB&J sandwiches. She really likes that Smucker's Concord grape jelly. She really likes that. So, one of these days, I want to see about getting a bread maker. One of these days. And just make our own bread. I'd probably be making like 2 or 3 loaves a week. Yeah. Because we both really like bread. And when I was with her father, he was always giving me grief about bread. It's like we'd have the deep freeze would be half full of bread, and he'd be giving me grief about eating bread. And it's like, well, the reason we had so much bread in the deep freeze was because we would get it from the food bank, and we pretty much just used it to help keep the deep freeze filled so that it didn't have to kick in as often. Yeah. But, yeah. Because bread is so fattening. Yeah. And it's the guy who sits on his ass 20 hours a day playing video games that ended up at like the last time he went to see the doctor went with me to see the doctor. He weighed himself and the scale said he was 300 pounds. Yeah. And the reason I didn't end up 300 pounds even with eating bread is because I was still active. I am active enough because I'm the one doing the majority of the work. Yeah. So, yeah, sorry about all the venting, but yeah, kind of grumpy. Yeah. I'm excited about the kittens. Lola's kitty had kittens. I think only 2 in the end. Yeah, pretty sure it was just 2. And the names, oh god, the names so cute. Chatty Cathy. Because there's a solid black one called Chatty Cathy because that kitten, all that kitten does is meow. Meow, meow, meow. That's, oh goodness, yeah. And then the other one was Rosie, for Ring Around the Rosie, because she's got like it's white, but all black, but like a white chest and white around the neck, like a ring around the Rosie, ring around the neck. Yeah. So yeah, it was somebody in chat that said the name pretty much at the same time as Lola did. Ring Around the Rosie. So cute. Yeah. And I don't know if Chatty Cathy is with a C or a K for Kathy. But yeah, Chatty Cathy and Ring Around the Rosie. It's so cute. And the mummy, oh my goodness, the mummy is so protective. Yep. And then, yeah, that's the mummy is Sadie, and then her kitty cat sister Lucy was there, laying next to the box that Sadie was in, and Lucy was there for support. And then at some point, Lola had let Rigby in, and Rigby was scoping things out. Didn't sound like he was too thrilled about there being 2 new kittens in the house. He's probably going to have a few choice words to say about that in her next video. Yeah. Yeah, so anyways, pretty sure the next couple of weeks are going to be pretty tough for me and Wolfie. Emotionally. But we have each other. We've got, she's got a great boyfriend that she's talking to, that she talks to all the time. And he and I get along great. We really make her blush. Yeah. No filters in what we talk about. No filters in what we talk about. So, yeah. And definitely not safe for work. Not safe for YouTube. So, yeah. In the meantime, yeah, we're gonna, oh yeah, I brought in an empty tote bin from outside. I don't know if you remember, if any of you remember, but I've mentioned before in the past that I used, when my cat Peaches was alive, I was using sawdust instead of cat litter for the litter box because he was going through cat litter so much, so fast. And it turned out it was because of having diabetes and peeing a lot. But anyways, yeah, still have a lot of sawdust. But one of the totes was empty, so I brought that one in, stuck it in the tub, rinsed it out. But because of my back and my knees, that's all I was able to do was rinse it out. Rinse the majority of it out. So I will at some point finish cleaning it out, either later tonight or sometime tomorrow. Finish cleaning it out, and then we're going to fill it with laundry that needs to get done. But what we're going to do is we're going to take the laundry and put it in the tote bin, and then put the tote bin out in the van, because we just don't have the room for all of this dirty laundry, and she needs to go through all of her laundry and decide what she wants to keep and what she wants to get rid of. And so far, with what she's gone through so far, she's already tossed a couple of articles of clothing. She's got some that some more that she will be getting rid of. Yeah, but in the meantime, I'm just noticing it's 43 minutes. Yeah. So, yeah, once we've got her laundry sorted out, all the dirty laundry, we're gonna pack it up and put it in the van for now until we can get around to getting it washed, dried, and then it can be put away. But until then, it's gonna be stored in the van, and then we can move her desk. And oh goodness, she has an art project that she did in high school that is part of it is, yeah, it's breaking apart. I think what I'm going to do is this Saturday during my live stream, I'll show it on my live stream and ask anybody that I'll ask everybody in chat, ask you guys in chat for some advice, some suggestions, ideas for repairing the damages and reinforcing it. Because it would be nice to be able to have it upright, but because of the weight of part of it, it has to be kept laying down flat. we would like to, but it needs to be relocated from where it currently is. Yeah. Anywho, I think I'm gonna call it. It's 45 minutes, and yeah, I got dishes to do and other things to do, and yeah, it's getting late. It's almost midnight, so I'm gonna go, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.